Hi everyone, my greetings once again to all of you today. I'm truly happy, my dear friends, to keep in touch with all of you today through this video. How are you all? I believe you are all doing good. My dear subscribers, viewers and friends, in our today's class, we are going to learn about the use of present tense. Have you heard about tense? Like present tense, past tense, future tense? Have you heard about them? I'm sure you might have heard about them. And today in this class, we are going to learn about the use of present tense. All right? Are you interested in learning the use of present tense? If you are truly interested, please join me in this class and be with me till the end of this class. You will truly know the uses of present tense. All right? Good. My dear friends, when we talk about tense, we mean time. When we mean time, we don't mean the time that we look at our wall clock. We don't mean the time that we watch at our wristwatch. No, we don't mean the time to say the time now is 1 p.m. What's time now? It's 8 o'clock now. No, we don't mean that time. We mean the time in which the action of the sentence is done. You got it? By the way, which part of the sentence talks about action of the sentence? It's the verb. Verb is the one that talks about the action of the subject of the sentence. You got it? My dear friends, in our sentence, we have a subject and we have a verb. Sometimes without a subject, you may construct a sentence. But without a verb, you cannot construct a sentence. Whether you speak or write, you need a verb to produce a sentence. Verb is the one that gives life to your sentence. Got it? Very good. So, verb is the one that talks about the action, the original action done by the subject of your sentence. You got it? Very good. And verb is the one that makes us known the time in which that action is done. So, my dear friends, verb plays the main role in our sentence. It tells us the action of the subject of the sentence, and it tells us also the time in which the action is done. Got it? So take note of this. When we talk about tense, we mean time, the time in which the action of the subject is done in our sentence. Got it? Very good. My dear friends, this present tense is divided into 4 divisions. 1. Simple present tense. Number 2. Present continuous tense. Number 3. Present perfect tense. And number 4. Present perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So this is how we have 4 divisions in present tense. Similarly, you will have 4 divisions in past tense and in future tense also. Today we are going to see only about present tense. All right? Good. So let's talk about the simple present tense first. Look at the screen. My dear friends, we use simple present tense to talk about an action that happens usually, always, and regularly. So we use simple present tense verbs in our sentence to talk about an action that happens usually, always, and regularly. When we say usually, always, or regularly, we mean to say, for example, every hour, every evening, every morning, every day, or every week, or every month, or every year, and so on. If something happens every day, it usually happens. If something happens every week, it usually happens every week. So we use simple present tense verbs in our sentences to talk about the actions that happen regularly in regular interval. Do you understand? Very good. Look at our example. Example number 1. She sings beautifully. Look at the verb of the sentence. Sings is the verb. My dear friends, once again I remind you, verb of the sentence is the one which talks about the action of the subject of that sentence. And verb is the one which will tell us the time in which the action is done. You should remember this. Good. Now, what is the subject of this sentence? She. And what's the verb of the sentence? Sings. She sings beautifully. Now, the verb sings is the one that tells us the action done by the subject of this sentence. Subject is she. So, she does what? She sings. So, the action of the subject she is singing. Got it? Very good. And the tense used in this verb is simple present tense. The verb is in simple present tense format. So, my dear friends, when we use simple present tense verbs in our sentences, we talk about the actions that happen always, regularly, and usually. Remember this. So, according to this sentence, the subject she sings beautifully. It means to say this singing work of the subject she does not happen only today, but it happens always, usually, regularly. Say, for example, in your country, in your mother tongue, you may have a beautiful singer, beautiful woman singer. Okay? When you talk about her singing quality, you cannot say she is singing beautifully. When you put the verb in present continuous form, then you don't talk about the action that happens always. But our singer in our country sings usually. She is a good singer of our country. So singing is her profession and she sings always. So when we talk about the quality of that singer who sings always, we have to use the simple present tense verb. Got it? So, according to this sentence, she sings beautifully. We mean whenever she sings, her singing is beautiful. Got it? She sings always, and whenever she sings, the way she sings is truly beautiful to listen to. That's the meaning of this sentence. Look at our next example. Sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east. My dear friends, when do you think sun rises? Do you think the rising of the sun happens only today? Does it happen only today in the east? Will it happen tomorrow in the west? What do you say? The rising of the sun in the east happens every day, right? So it's an usual activity. So whenever we talk about any usual activity, we have to use simple present tense verbs. Now we have used simple present tense verb here in this sentence. The verb of the sentence is rises. Subject of the sentence is sun. Sun rises in the east. Got it? Rising is the action of the subject sun, and the verb rises tells us that the action is done usually. Remember this. Look at the example number 3. We play football usually in the evening. Once again, we have used the simple present tense verb here, play. So when we use the simple present tense verb, remember once again, we mean to say we usually play football in the evening, not in the morning. Whenever we play football, we play in the evening. Got it? That refers to the action that we do regularly in a regular interval. I hope you understand. So to summarize, I repeat once again, we use simple present tense verbs in our sentences to talk about the actions that happen usually, always, and regularly. Remember this, okay? Good. Let's move to present continuous tense. Now, present continuous tense, my dear friends, is something different from simple present tense. We use simple present tense to talk about an action that happens usually, right? But we use present continuous tense to talk about an action that is happening right now, currently. This action, when we use present continuous tense, does not happen always. It happens only now, and it's happening now, currently. So we use present continuous tense to talk about an action that is happening now, currently. Got it? Look at our example. Example number 1. I am traveling to my hometown. I am traveling to my hometown. Look at the verb. I am traveling. Am is a helping verb. Traveling is the main verb. The main verb here is the one that talks about the action of the subject. The action of the subject I in this sentence is traveling. Got it? Am is a helping verb. Travel is the main verb. We use this main verb travel with ing so that it becomes traveling, and it means to say the action is going on now. Got it? Very good. So, look at the verb am traveling. This verb tells us the action traveling is going on now. I am traveling. How long you will travel? Until you reach your destination. Your destination is your hometown. So until you reach your hometown, you will travel, right? After you reach your hometown, that's it. You will not be traveling. So the traveling happens now, currently. Got it? Very good. And look at our second example. He is preparing for his grade 10 examinations. How long do you think he will be preparing for his grade 10 examinations? Until he completes the last examination, he will be preparing, right? He will not be preparing for his grade 10 examinations the whole life. You got it? He is preparing for his grade 10 examinations now, currently, because this is the period of examination. Once the period of examination is over, he will stop preparing. So the preparation is going on now, currently. And that's why we put it in present continuous tense. Got it? Very good. He is preparing for his grade 10 examinations. Look at the third example. My sister is attending a conference in London. When is she attending? Now. Her attending the conference is going on now, not in future, not in the past, or not always. It's only for now she is attending a conference. So we used to talk about the action of attending in present continuous tense format. So my sister is attending a conference in London. Got it? So to summarize once again, my dear friends, we use present continuous tense to talk about an action that is happening now, currently. I hope you understand. Very good. Now let's move to the next tense. Present perfect tense is on our list. Present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense, my dear friends, to talk about an action that actually happened in the past and is talked about now in the present. We use present perfect tense to talk about an action that actually happened in the past, but we are talking about that action which happened in the past now. In that situation, we use present perfect tense. Look at our example, you will understand easily. Look at the third example first here. Have you seen that movie? This is the question. Have you seen that movie? When we ask someone this question, say for example, you are asking your friend this question. Have you seen that movie? You want to know whether your friend has seen that movie already. So if something happened already means it happened in the past. It's not happening now. Got it? So we mean the action by this question which happened in the past. Have you seen that movie? So seeing the movie happened in the past already. So we use present perfect tense to talk about the action which actually happened in the past. But when are we talking about that action? Now you are talking about the action done by your friend in the past now to him. You are asking him now, that is present, to know what he did in the past. So we combine the present and the past together in present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. The word present means present time. The word perfect means the time past. Do you understand? Very good. So my dear friends, remember this, we use present perfect tense to talk about an action that actually happened in the past, but we talk about that action now in the present. Got it? So have you seen that movie? And your friend replies, yes, I have seen. So this conversation is now between you and your friend. But the action of the sentence was done in the past. Do you agree in this question? Have you seen that movie? And in the reply, yes, I have seen that movie. Do you agree the action of seeing the movie happened already? Do you agree with this? If you agree, that means the action of the subject here was done in the past. But when are we talking about this action? Now. You are talking about the action now to your friend. But your friend had already completed that action of seeing the movie already in the past. So my dear friends, we use present perfect tense to talk about an activity that actually happened in the past and is talked about now in the present. I hope you understand. Very good. Now look at our example number 1. I have visited Taj Mahal. When you tell this to someone, I have visited Taj Mahal, are you visiting now? Or you have already visited? What do you mean to say when you say, I have visited Taj Mahal? You mean to say, you have already visited Taj Mahal. That means you visited Taj Mahal in the past, not now. You are not visiting now. If you are visiting now, then you should say, I am visiting Taj Mahal. If you visit Taj Mahal always, every week or every month, then you have to say, I visit Taj Mahal every week. You got the difference? Very good. Now look at the second example. He is already done with it. My dear friends, he is the subject, and after he there is an apostrophe, and we have used the letter S. If these two words are combined like this, there are two words, he and has. He and has are combined together and has been written in short form. He apostrophe S. So when you look at such usage, don't think the letter S refers to the verb is, but it refers to the verb has. He has already done with it. So instead of writing he has, we have shortened and we have written with the help of an apostrophe mark. Got it? Very good. So he is already done with it. When you pronounce this word, you should say he is already done with it. If you want, you can also say he has already done with it. So if he had already done with it, the action happened in the past, but we are talking about the action what he did in the past now. We talk about it now, but actually the action happened in the past. He has already done with it. This done happened in the past, but we are talking about now. That's why we have to say, yeah, of course, he has done it. He has done already with it. He has already done with it. I hope you understand. So we use, to summarize, my dear friends, we use present perfect tense to talk about an action that actually happened in the past and is talked about now in the present. I hope you understand. Very good. Now let's move to the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. If you remember, we have just seen present perfect tense, right? What is it used for? Present perfect tense is used for an activity that is done in the past but is talked about now. I am repeating it once again because the same words are appearing here in this tense also. Present perfect continuous tense. So present perfect is here also. That's why I repeated once again. Now, you know when we use present perfect tense. If you know that, then it's easy to understand the use of present perfect continuous tense also. My dear friends, we already know about present perfect and we should know about the continuous essence. What do you think about continuous essence? Continuous means it's continuing. You got it? So, the action which started to happen in the past is still continuing in the present. That's what present perfect continuous tense. We use present perfect continuous tense to talk about an activity or about an action that actually started to happen in the past, but it's not yet over, it's still continuing in the present also. Got it? Very good. Look at our example. Example number 1. I have been doing this job since 2 years. The subject I have been doing this particular job since 2 years. So doing this job started before 2 years, but it is still going on. So if you happen to say to someone, I have been doing this job since 2 years, that means you started to do this work from the last 2 years. Actually, you got this job before 2 years. So for the last 2 years, you are doing this job continuously. That's what you mean by this sentence. If you happen to produce this sentence to any of your friends, then you mean to say you started to do this job before 2 years and till now you are doing it. Got it? Very good. Look at our second example. He has been slowly constructing his house. He has been slowly constructing his house. We mean to say the subject he started to construct his house sometimes back in the past and is still constructing in the present also. How does the construction go? Slowly. So the subject I started constructing his house sometimes in the past and he is still continuing constructing his house in the present also. He has not yet completed constructing his house. Got it? So that's the meaning of this sentence. So what we have done here, we use present perfect continuous tense. Look at the verb format. Has been constructing. Has been constructing. This is the verb format in present perfect continuous tense. Look at the first example. I have been doing. Have been doing. These three words together compose the present perfect continuous tense to mean the action started in the past but is still continuing in the present also. Got it? Good. So look at our third example. She has been suffering from asthma since her childhood. She has been suffering from asthma since her childhood. What do we mean to say here in this sentence? The suffering from asthma started to happen when she was a child. From that time till now, she is suffering from asthma. Do you understand? That's what we mean by using present perfect continuous tense. So if you want to say to someone that someone is suffering from any disease from sometimes past until now, then you have to use present perfect continuous tense. You got it? Good. My dear friends, I believe you have understood the different uses of present tense. Now you have learned when to use simple present tense verb. You have learned when to use present continuous tense verbs. You have also learned when to use present perfect tense verbs. And you have also learned when to use the verbs in present perfect continuous tense format. You got it? Have you understood? If you have not understood, you are free to contact me in the comment box. And by now, you will be knowing my WhatsApp number. So you can contact me, ask me through WhatsApp also. Feel free. My dear subscribers, viewers and friends, at this moment, I like to thank some of my viewers who have contacted me in my WhatsApp and an email to clarify their doubts. Do you remember there is a video in which I have talked that you can speak your English for 1.5 minutes or up to 2 minutes. You record your voice when you are speaking and you send it through WhatsApp. I will listen to your speech and I will get back to you in 24 hours. Do you remember that video? If you want to know, you can watch that video. That was the request from me to my viewers. And many of the viewers have responded positively to that activity. I was truly excited to know that some of my viewers contacted me through WhatsApp from Taiwan, from India, from Pakistan, from Nepal, even from Turkey, Tanzania in Africa, and Somalia. My dear friends, I was truly excited when I saw their voice messages in my WhatsApp. They have recorded their voice being in their own countries and they have sent it to me. I replied to them, I gave them my feedback, and many of them have responded me back saying that the feedback was really good for their improvement. I really like to thank all those viewers of my videos. Thank you, my dear viewers. I truly thank you wholeheartedly. Do this continuously whenever you have something to ask me. And I am here to reply to you very soon. Thank you, my dear subscribers, viewers and friends, for watching this video. I hope you have understood this lesson. And if you have not understood, if any part of this lesson is confusing you, feel free to contact me in my WhatsApp or in my email or in the comment box. In the video, in the comment box, you can contact me. I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching once again. And we will meet in our next video. Until then, I wish you all a very happy day in your life. God bless all of us. Bye-bye.